Hello student, good evening. Again I am back with a new video. Okay, so here only this video I will going to discuss about different type of bees. From my board also you can able to find it out that today I will explain like this way. I want to show my board, that's why, because I have been noted down some points. For that I need to explain it nicely, so that for that purpose only I have been just recording this another one video. It will be a small video, right? Manufacturing industries, what will be the topic? Agro based industries and cotton textile. I have already told you that textile industry, definitely some factors are responsible for this type of textile industry. It is having some benefit. What are they? Contribution in industrial production. Contribution in industrial production in our Indian economy, children, around 14% of the production has been done by this textile industry, because in India we are having this textile industry from before independence time only. Okay children, so that's why from the Britishers time we have, right? Second one will be employment generation. Around 35 million persons it is giving the employment system. Third one will be foreign exchange earnings. Acha children, I have already told about that. Britishers also they used to this type of industry they have also been encouraged, and that time also it has been started its production, and it is what purpose they are taking for the globalization purposes. Whatever production we are having, that has to be sell into the market of the global markets, right? And for that we can get foreign exchanges, foreign money we are getting, right? How much percentages? That will be of 24.6%. Next one will be what? Another point will be that the contribution in the GDP. In the GDP, in our national economy, contribution of this total percentages of these textile industry, it will be of 4%, right children? Now I will tell you there are two divisions of textile industry. One will be cotton textile, another will be jute textile. So first of all we will learn about the cotton textile industry, children. Here also you can able to see some, I have drawn some chain wise system, or I have drawn some flowchart type of system, right children? So there also you can able to find it out. Cotton textile industry is a self-reliant and complete the value chain. It is the self-reliant. Why it is called self-reliant, children? Because the cotton textile industry, na children, whatever the raw materials are there, raw materials we are getting from our own country, like cotton we are getting, like silk we are getting, like wool we are getting in our country, and from so that's why it will be a self-reliant industry, and it is complete a value chain. Value chain means this full chain it is completing. How? I will discuss. Like, first of all, I will show you the fiber production. Fiber production means the raw fiber. Raw fiber means what? From the agricultural field it is coming, like cotton or like silk, whatever fiber we are getting, that only. The fiber production, first one. Second one will be the spinning. After fiber production, what will come? The yarn, the dhaga, that's whatever the thread, that will be coming. Thread is not coming in a single way, it is coming in a bunch, so that's why that is calling spinning. Spinning means in a big bunches are called yarns. Third one, what is there? After that we are getting that yarn, that dhaga, so we will do what? We will mix it, we will make it start knitting. Knitting means bunai karna. Next, weaving or knitting. Okay, then what we are doing, then what we are making? We are making the fiber. After knitting, what we will do? After spinning, matlab after getting the yarn, we will get the weaving. After weaving means we have to do the bunai work. Then we have to find it out the fiber. Fiber means after knitting, whatever the raw materials are there that we have been prepared, means like than kapras, whatever the thans we are getting, right? Then after getting fiber, suppose it is a cotton fiber, it is a linen fiber, it is a silk fiber, so after that what is doing? It is in white color, children, so that's why, or some raw colors are there. So after that, for we are getting the different colors clothes, so for that, after that, what process will be doing? Dyeing and finishing. Dyeing means to coloring of that clothes, that especially the fiber. Then we are getting the finishing. Finishing means after dyeing it has go to the different type of tailoring system, and after that whatever we want to make, like we ladies wear or gents wear or kids wear, whatever we want to make, that we are making, or we can tell that is we are making the garments, right children? So in the final stage also this garment manufacturer will be there. From beginning to from beginning to means fiber production to garment manufacture, all the chain basis work we are doing in our country. That's why it is called it is completing the value chain, children. I think now it is clear to you, children. Then only I will continue. In India, cotton textiles were produced with the hand spinning and handloom weaving system. In the beforehand only, hand weaving means we have the handlooms, right children? Now these days different places power looms has been started. It means that the mechanized process has been started. 18th century, power looms are come after use after traditional industries suffered a setback with the colonial period. Now children, I will give you one example, like whatever the handmade clothes are there, like khadi clothes, like silk clothes, whatever hand weaving will be there, so that the rate of the cloth will be very much high. Okay children, as comparison to the power looms materials. Today there are nearly 1600 cotton and human made fiber textile mills are there in our country. About 80% of these are private sector, rest of the others are public sector and cooperative sector. Mostly these type of cotton textile has been concentrated, I have already told. You can able to see children from the map, page number 69, it has been to clearly find it out that mostly the parts of these mills are located in Gujarat. Why? Because the raw materials, the cotton materials are very much famous over there. Because Gujarat is consist of black soil, that's why Gujarat, Maharashtra, mostly the places are consist of this type of weaving mills. Okay, and the price of that clothes are very less than other places. Acha. In the early years, cotton textile industry was concentrated in the cotton growing belt of Maharashtra and Gujarat. Availability, acha, why it is responsible? Because children, please underline that whatever the factors are responsible for that, first one will be availability of the raw material. Market, definitely very nice markets are there. Transport, it can be easily transported to other state also, right? Including the accessibility of the facility, accessible port facility, definitely Kandala port is there, Mumbai port is there, they can easily transport to another countries also. Labor definitely Gujarat and Maharashtra is a labor intensive state, so from there only they can easily get the labors. Climate, moist climate, whatever the climates are there, wet and humid climate, that is very favorable for this type of cotton textile industry. Contributed towards its localization, means these factors are responsible for its localization of that particular country, particular state. This industry has close links with the agriculture, provides a living of the farmer. Cotton ball pluckers and work engaged in the ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, designing, packaging, tailoring and sewing. Acha, I have already told why it is told like this way, because it has been told a full chain based value system, that's why it has been said. So from the getting from the fiber to final production, we are getting all the things in our country only. The industry, by creating demand, support many other industries such as chemical and dyeing industries. Definitely children, on the basis of that, another depending on this type of cotton textile industry, dyeing industry means coloring industry of the clothes are there, chemical industries are there, mill stores are there, mill stores definitely go down, warehouses are there, packing materials are also there, buttons and all, whatever things are, engineering works are there, it means that tailoring works are also to be there. So all these things are also related to this type of industries. While spinning continues to be centralized in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, weaving, spinning means we have to bunai means knitting, but weaving also, the clothes highly decentralized in the private scope of the incorporating traditional silk and skills and designs, weaving of cotton, silk, zari, embroidery. Now these days children, cotton, silk, embroidery work, these are concentrated mostly in some of the states only, because some laborers are very much skilled over this type of work, some skilled laborers are not. Okay, but weaving supplies low quality fabrics are cannot use to match. Achha, some cases it is also responsible, like all the this type of work, hand work cannot be done in any type of material. For this type of work we should have a specific type of material, like zari work we have to do it in that synthetic fiber, like georgette and all, right? Yeah, or in the silk, right? So it will be depends. high quality yarn production of the country. Weaving is done by handloom, powerloom and in the mills. Weaving has been done in the 3 stages. What are they? One will be handloom, another will be powerloom, another will be in the mills, cloth mills. The hand spun khadi provides large scale employment weavers to their homes as it's a cottage industry. I have already told children that cottage industry has the small handloom industries or handicraft industries also there. Khadi, I have already told that khadi has been starts in India before the independence time only, so it was thicker that time. Now it is very fine quality, so that has to be there in our country, and it is giving so much of employment to our local laborers. India exports yarns to Japan. Achha, wherever which places India is providing this type of cotton yarn, the thread part, to Japan. Other important cotton goods from India are USA, going to the USA, UK, Russia, France, East European countries, Nepal, Singapore, Sri Lanka and African countries. These countries are getting the raw material from the India. That is why Britishers has come and they have started the trade and globalization to India for this type of cotton and textile industries only. Okay children. Now India has the second largest installed capacity of spindles on the world next to China at around 34 million. Since the mid 18th, spinning sectors received a lot of attention. Definitely it is very profitable business, and also it is a labor intensive industry, so many people are getting work over there. We have a large scale in the world trade of cotton yarn, accounting for 1/4 of the total trade. However, our trade is garments is However, trade in garments is only 4% of the total world. I have already told you about here. It is contribution to the GDP around 4%. Weaving, knitting, processing unit cannot use much high quality yarn. It is produced in the country. Everything has been done in our country only. I have already told. There are some large and modern factories are there of this segment, but most of the production are fragmented in the small units. Acha children, now these days I will tell you sir that power looms and mills, whatever it is there, that is has been in the separate thing. Another thing we are getting, that is of tailoring portion, the finishing portion, that has been done, this type of work has been done in the separate place. As a result, many of our spinners export cotton yarn, while apparel or garment manufacturers have to import fiber. Acha, those now these days whatever we are seeing, we are selling our yarn, but it is very much expensive method, or capital investment should be there more. For that purposes, now these days these cloth making companies, many of our spinners export cotton yarn, while garment manufacturers, those are manufacturing the garments, they have to import fiber. Some cases they are importing the fiber. Importing the fiber means, suppose now these days nylon will be there, and what else, so many type of materials will be there. Now this is we are getting the rayon, that materials also there, that has to buy. Okay, although we have made the significant increase of the production of the good quality along the staple cotton. Staple cotton means long. Okay, it is very resistant only. Power supply is erratic. Acha, some also definitely problems are responsible for this type of not properly producing by these different type of cloth manufacturers. Why? Power system, definitely it will be discontinuous most of the time. Another will be what? Problems are low input on labor. Labors are now these days very less, and handwork also labor intensive. Skilled labors are very much less, and competition also started. Only cotton is not available in the market. Lower quality things are also available in the market, especially the synthetic fibers. So for that, which is giving tough competition to this type of cotton industry, cotton textile industry, children. So today, children, up to here, you read the things. I think you will understand everything after watching my video. So after that, next day we will do the jute textile industry. Till that time, thank you so much, children. Bye everyone. Please have a nice day and watch the video nicely. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.